Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the esteemed Podsack podcast with just the two of us today.
We might get copyrighted.
I was gonna do it, but yeah, it's just me and
just the dose of us. Can we do that? Is that allowed? Can we just
LA dose of us?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Different iterations.
Yes, that's just me and Sheldon today.
Pat's not here.
Yep.
Cooper's not here. They went on a date without us.
So I had to rise to the occasion, but I'll come after work.
Yes.
And then I rushed over here and watched some anime.
I've been here doing nothing all day, waiting for this pod to happen.
I saw him today at work.
I did come in today.
You came and got this.
I bought this. This is. I haven't played it yet.
What did you do when you got home, man?
What did I do? Oh, well, I battled my way through the spider webs. So there was that.
The War of the Webs.
The War of the Spiders. That's what it was. They're everywhere.
You guys obviously don't know, but like apparently like his backyard is just home.
Yeah, to spiders. We're gonna get so many unsubscribes because of that. Like behind my house.
Where do they live?
Behind my house there is a forest. And so there is like a lot of insects that come our way. Spiders are kind of the big one. And this is
I feel like people that live like their backyards are forest feel your pain.
They should understand.
Yeah, no.
They should understand.
For sure.
But yeah, it's a lot of things come our way, and spiders are kind of the big one. This is kind of like their mating season right now. So they're trying to impress one another.
Yeah, my web's bigger than your web, and then he's like Buzz Lightyear his way through the whole freaking.
I'm Anakining these spiders.
You know what's bad when you open your front door to a web?
Yeah, that was.
See that like I
hated it.
Don't like spiders, but hey, look, you guys. Make your webs cool. But if I open my front door to a web,
like right there, and you're like this big,
we have problems that I need to take care of. Okay.
Straight up.
And it includes a vacuum and your home. So I'm sorry.
Yeah. I will be sucking up those guys. They're too much in my area now. And it's like almost impossible to walk through.
Because like if you kind of go like up and out that way and you just kind of forget about going that way, the one day you walk out that door, it's just gonna be like
right up in there.
Oh God.
Yeah, there's gonna be like hundreds of them. It's gonna be not okay. But yeah, how was your week, man?
It was good. I'm trying this new thing at the gym where so if I go to the gym and say, for example, I did chest, I think, Wednesday, and I was on the machine doing chest press, and I did 2 plates. I did 2 plates for 5 reps. Usually, I would then dismount 1 plate from each side and then just rep out the 1 plate. But I got up and I was like, I want to test a theory and just see if I can only ever do 1 PR and then call it. So I took like a minute break, stretch a bit, then did 2 plates, 5 reps again. And I was like, okay, that wasn't that bad. So then I took another break and I did it again. And I was like, okay, so I now know that it's
what has possessed you to do this?
Well, it was either, no, I know for a fact it was me just thinking, is it dumb luck that day that I'm feeling good, or that I can physically do this and it's not just like, oh, it's just, it's a good day at the gym.
Right.
I wanted to prove to myself that it's not just, quote, a good day at the gym or I'm feeling good. It's just I have gotten stronger.
Okay.
So I wanted to see if it was just I had the 1 set and that was it for the week, or if I could be like, no, I am stronger and I know I can do this.
Interesting. So has most of your workouts then up until this point just been maintenance?
Just to kind of like, I've been hovering 185 for a long time, and that's kind of what my goal was, to get here and then just kind of stay here.
Right.
So it has been, but I feel like I'm wanting to change it up in the
push to 205.
Maybe like I kind of want to push it, just get to turn into a cloud. Poof.
Yeah.
But I've hovered here for a long time, and I'm like, maybe like 190 is not so bad. Let's see.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm trying to push heavier in the gym, and just each exercise I do, just if I did say I did 10 pounds last week,
yeah,
try 15.
Yeah. Do it up, man.
Whatever.
I think 190 is a good weight. My last year of high school, finishing high school,
Yeah.
I was 190 solid.
Yeah.
A solid 190. It looked good.
A tree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It looked good.
Yeah.
It looked good. I was like, yeah.
Yeah. And then the day after that, I went for a run and I ran 10K.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah.
In this heat.
It's crazy. So the most I've ever ran in my life was 15K, but I'm noticing I'm consistently doing about like 5 to 7K.
Okay.
So I'd rather do 5 to 7K consistently than just one day randomly do
15.
15.
Yeah.
Because like this month, my watch just told me that I ran 31.1K. So I'm pretty proud.
So you've been running like every day.
I've been trying to go every week, at least one day.
Oh, okay.
But now I'm trying to go every week, twice a week. So I'm thinking like Monday, Tuesday, and then go like a Friday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then that tip that you gave me, the stretching thing helps so much. Cause like
I'm telling you, man, especially when you're running before you run, you don't want to be tight.
No,
You don't want to.
I usually start by just doing like a walking stretching lap. And then once I get back to the starting point, I'll just go.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I ever felt tight, I would just kind of like pull over, stretch each heel for like 30 seconds, and then just go. Yeah. Nice pace. But yeah, I was just like, I didn't really look at my watch. I just had the headphones in. I started like an hour and a half long podcast, and then just like after like I don't know how long, I looked down and I was like 7K. I was like, where the fuck the time go? And I was like, okay, wait. I was like, I only get here. So same thing at the gym. I'm like, I get here. I stop and I'm like, I'm going to see how far I can go.
Right.
So I just told myself 1 more K until 5K. So I tried to trick my head into thinking I was doing less, but I was actually doing more just to keep myself going. And then like half an hour after that, I hit like 8K and I was like, okay, I can do this. And then I kept track. And then once I hit 10, I was like, okay, it's getting hot.
Yep.
I'm kind of hungry.
Yep.
I've done 10. Let's call it a day. But I actually came home and I forgot that my wife a few years ago bought me a massage gun.
Nice.
So I busted that out and just I like hit like the bottoms of my feet.
Hey, you did that for free. People got to pay for that.
Oh, damn, that's right.
People got to pay.
I take that back. Take that. One more. There you go. But yeah, no, I forgot I had it and I found it and I was like, oh, here we go. Hit that thing to 20 and it went, and it felt very good.
Nice.
So yeah, but no, that stretch though was a huge W.
You're welcome.
Yeah. No, that was.
I like I said, man. I know.
Have you? I think I can't remember. If I asked you. Have you seen someone just like snap their thing or like?
So
because you used to play football.
Yeah. I've never seen it in person. My high school PE coach, he helped me develop like my running. Showed the video of it, and it was bad. It was bad. He was like writhing in pain. He's like, when they went.
Wait, it happened to your PE coach?
Yeah. So
it was his video.
It was his video when he was in college.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on the track team in college.
I would have gone the majors, but I snapped my.
He told me the way he described the surgery is like when they cut your like
they had to like
open it,
do this again.
They pull down the Achilles to reattach. Yeah, I was like, that's disgusting.
Something like Attack on Titan stuff.
Yeah, it was nasty. Nasty description.
Oh,
all
God.
Right. So always stretching the Achilles forever. Forever. Never gonna stop. I was like, all right, that's the. So when you told me, you're like, well, I didn't stretch my Achilles, there's a pain. I was like,
homie, please.
Just for the love of God, stretch that thing.
The last thing I need is, hey man, I snapped my Achilles.
And you go running alone. Who's gonna help you? Nobody.
Help me. Yeah, no, that's crazy. But yeah. Big milestones for the week, so I'm pretty happy. Your week?
It's been a busy week at work. It's just been work.
I heard we also went to food on Tuesday. Yeah, you told me that it takes you 2 hours to get home now.
Oh my God, that was that was that day because I think there was like a string of things that happened. So they're doing construction on Oak. But that
They're never not doing construction on network.
It's ridiculous.
If anyone who lives in Vancouver knows that it's like by like from 3 to 6, Highway 1 is just juiced.
Yeah, it's gross. But anyways, so they were that time that it took me 2 hours to get home.
Yeah.
They were doing construction. There was an accident on the highway.
There's your problem.
Yeah.
There's your problem.
And then on going towards Night Street, there was another accident. So like the two main spots for you to like get out, it was game over.
And you were coming home, obviously.
Using Oak to hit Highway 99.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's bad. If there's an accident ever on Highway 1 or Night Street, prepare for a long drive home. That's how it always is.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
But work's just been, so it's been a little busy, but for me, it's been, it's not stressful. It's a lot. Because we're setting up like these, like I think I mentioned this to you before, like these new 3D printers.
You have, yes.
So we we've got them all set up.
Yeah.
But there's one that's giving trouble. It's having like networking issues.
You can tell me this.
Yeah. So it keeps jumping from having a LAN connection to having not a LAN connection to having a Wi-Fi connection, not having a Wi-Fi connection.
I'm guessing halfway through the print, it just like stops.
We haven't even got to the printing part yet.
Oh.
This is just trying to set it up into the network.
Never mind.
Yeah, dude. So that's kind of where we're at with this right now. But we kind of have they gave us a small fix, so it's just running on Wi-Fi right now until they can get the configuration fix for the Ethernet port.
Okay.
Of this printer. Now though, there's like 2 new softwares I have to look into to get integrated into our clinic.
Oh God.
And it's a lot.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, the one software is already a lot, and then they want to introduce this other one, and I'm like, they have to kind of they do communicate with each other really well.
Mm-hmm.
It's just learning the stuff is going to take a lot, and now my challenge is coordinating like 30 some odd people to learn this software while we're still open, running the clinic with patients and everything.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's a different kind of stress. It's a different kind of stress.
So on top of just being what your job is, you now are an IT software company.
I don't know if I go that far, but yeah.
Essentially like on top of what you guys are, you have to learn software.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And you're also managing people.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's good stuff.
I'll stay where I am right now.
Yeah. Just do your thing, man. Don't do the corpo business side of it.
That's funny.
It's a whole other beast. But yeah, other than that, like we went to we did the taco
Wing
Tuesdays, and then we learned that they got rid of the pork Korean tacos,
but it's okay because they substituted for something super cool.
Oh my God, it was like a beef taco thing. I don't know what it was, but
it was like a slow roasted beef
thing
marinated.
Yeah, it was delicious.
It was great. It was honestly super good.
So good.
Yeah.
And then what else did we get? We got
wings. Oh, and the fried chicken bites.
Yeah, those were good.
Yeah, I took them home to Candace.
How'd you like them?
Devoured them.
Sick.
She's like, "What are these?" I was like, "I don't know, but we love them.
They were dope.
They were so good." Yeah.
They were dope. But yeah, we did that, and then Friday I did my D&D thing with my D&D crew. And then Saturday this morning I came and picked up Gundam Breaker 4.
Bam.
Which was dope.
Have you played
not at all.
1, 2, 3?
No. I didn't even know this was a thing until there was new Gundam Breaker, which came out 2 years ago.
Okay.
I picked that up. It wasn't that great.
Okay.
Because you play as I don't know if it's going to be the same in this thing, but they put you in a high school. So you're a high school kid fighting other high school kids.
So the anime.
Yes. Holy shit. Yes. So the anime. So I don't know what this one is going to be like, but the Gundam community has been loving this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've been loving this from what I've been hearing. So it should be good. It looks crazy. I'm excited to play this tonight.
Customize the hell out of your Gundam.
Yeah, buddy.
Different what? Arms, legs, torso, and head?
Yeah. And it's not just Gundam, it's the other mobile suits too, right?
Oh yeah.
Like the Zaku's, the Leos, the Sasabi's, everything.
Yeah.
They got
this is basically if you were making a model kit and said, I'm just gonna make some random thing. This is that.
Yeah, if you don't want to do model kits, this is perfect.
Literally, yeah.
Literally, this is perfect.
It takes all the stress away.
You go do fights and stuff, and then you gain money to gain credits to go buy other Gundam model kits and like parts and stuff. It's cool. I think this is the perfect thing for people that don't want to get into model kit building. This is for you then.
You are in.
And then you won't be stressing as much.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Other than that, I watched the 3 new episodes of Ring of Power season 2 that just dropped yesterday.
Big Lord of the Rings guy.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. I don't know if I like it or not, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Especially after what I found out that they don't have rights to the Silmarillion, and I thought that's what they were going to base it off of. Like, I've tried reading that book 4 times, and I just can't get through it. It's very dry. It's a little boring, but there's a lot of lore in there that makes you understand the things that happen in Lord of the Rings, things that happen.
You understand the rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole like political drama with like the elves and all of them. Like,
this might be a dumb question, but like, who like is Sauron the Lord of the Ring, or is there like a Lord of the Ring?
So technically,
yeah,
the guy that made the rings, Celebrimbor.
I'm sorry, who?
Celebrimbor. I might be saying this wrong.
Celebrimbor,
or it might be Celebrimbor.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember what
they said that smoothly, and I was like, pardon?
I can't remember what they call him in the show. It's
okay.
Either, I think it's Celebrimbor. Might be Celebrimbor. One of the two. Anyway, he is the one that made the rings.
So is he the Lord?
He is technically the Lord of the Rings.
Sick.
Technically.
Sick.
But he's like not around. Like, this isn't spoilers. If you've read the books and shit, people know this. Sauron ends up killing him.
I mean, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Sauron ends up killing him. And after he gains the knowledge, he needs to make his ring the One Ring.
Yeah. He's like, hit this, hammer that, cool, dead.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, man.
After finding out that they don't have the rights to the Silmarillion, which is what we thought the show was going to be based off of, they don't have the rights to that.
It's crazy. All. Yeah. And you were saying this, which is kind of
they're making the show based off the appendices of the Lord of the Rings.
So the fallout.
Yeah. Well, like the bullet points of like what happened to lead up to that point.
Okay. Pardon me.
Yeah, to lead up to the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So it starts in the Second Age.
Yeah.
That's where like the end fight with Morgoth happens, which is the first age.
So basically the note you take in class when you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. And so this is where like it's gonna happen where it's gonna be the elves versus Sauron, which is gonna be a thing. And then it's gonna be the last alliance, which is the elves and men versus Sauron. Yeah. I think that's where they're going to finish it.
Yeah.
And then it's going to tie into the Lord of the Rings.
Get ready for a solo pod of just him talking about it.
Yeah.
Hello, people.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like now that I know that, like I'm kind of watching it through a different lens now.
Through Sauron's eye.
Because I thought this was just going to be like the similar. And I know I said I haven't read it, but I know the bullet points from there. And in the first season, it didn't feel like any of that. Like Galadriel still to this day is still not depicted like how she should be. Right? Which is kind of the big thing, which a lot of people hate. Like that's not her in the books. It's completely different.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of messy in some areas.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most expensive shows ever made, and a lot of it just feels honestly, I'll pull it up, but it's probably one of the most expensive shows ever made. How much was production for Rings of Power? $250 million. $250 million. That's a lot of money. Sorry, that was just for a production as part of the jaw-dropping $250 million rights deal struck with the Tolkien estate. So, yeah. There's just like they are taking liberties because they don't have the full story, I don't think. And they're trying to fill in the gaps. This is basically what Game of Thrones did after they stopped following the books because George R.R. Martin wasn't making the rest of the books. He was still like writing them realistically. Yeah. So
wow.
It's kind of weird.
Well, I'm interested to see, or pardon me, to hear kind of like how you're gonna, what lens you're gonna be watching it through, because I know that you are a big fan of the Lord of the Rings. Sheldon shepherded me through the first 3 Hobbits, which were great films. So I am interested to kind of.
You think they were good, but if you read the book, then you'll probably hate the films.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of people that read The Hobbit, they liked the first movie,
Mm.
but then the second and third ones are like, nah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? The parallel that I can draw to that is I know, for example, I've listened on Audible all the Harry Potter books, but I know the films are just lackluster in content compared to.
Have you watched the films?
I've seen the last one I saw was the Goblet of Fire. No, the Order of the Phoenix.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love the films. I thought they were great. Like, yeah, they cut out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I think they did a really good job trying to stick to
I have to see the rest of them.
the formula.
Maybe we can. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, no, I'm curious to hear how you kind of the lens that you're gonna kind of continue to watch the show through.
Yeah. Yeah, I think at some point I either need to really sit down and read the Silmarillion or
For the fifth,
do like Audible or something like that. You know,
it is on there,
I know,
and
I know.
what the hell's his name? I want to say Andy Serkis, the guy who voices
Gollum.
Gollum. He reads it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Okay.
One day I'm just gonna walk in your house and the book's just gonna be on the table and you're like, "Hi,
You shall not pass.
Yeah. But so that's kind of the weeks but as always we like to start the show with anime.
Let's get into anime.
I don't know if you said skin into anime or let's get into
Let's get into
You said that
anime.
real fast and smooth and I was like, what did you say?
Let's get into anime.
But yeah,
Anime.
as always we are watching Elusive and Restoria,
Yes.
and both of them were big fights. Next.
Literally both episodes were just a freaking brawl. That's all it was.
Yeah.
That's all it was. And so Wistoria, like we'll start with the story because that one really popped off.
Yeah.
It's coming off the last episode where he's face to face with Julius and his two cronies.
Julius, yeah.
Will is in it. He is like going all out against Julius at this point.
Yeah.
Like Julius is whipping out freaking ice magic left, right, and center. He's pulling out magic that Elfaria, Will's girlfriend, but not girlfriend, is
Obsession.
that made.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I can.
That's when so Will's the kind of Will is the character, and I've now noticed that whenever you talk about her, he goes from 0 to 100.
Yes.
He doesn't care. He is always like, I don't want to fight.
Yeah.
Elfaria sucks, and he's like, that's it, dog.
You're dead.
Yeah. But Julius does one of the 12 magic powers that I think she made, and everyone's like, gasp, oh my god.
Yeah.
And aside from that, Julius is hella strong. He is, or he was scouted to be her successor,
Or that's what
or
the scouts,
a candidate.
a candidate to be her successor.
Yeah, because he is, aside from being a dink, he is quite strong. I think he has 10,000 credits.
over 10,000.
Pardon me. Yeah. So he is very strong, but I
That
digress.
Wingo guy, I think, is in first place.
The elf.
Yeah, with the most.
It's him, Julius, and Liana are top dogs.
And then Shion is right under them.
yeah,
Which-
Shion I think he's close to
It's 9,000 something.
yeah, and then I think it's Colette is next. I could be wrong. I
Yeah.
think. But yeah, big fight.
I like that you know their names because I didn't know their names.
Will, Colette, Liana, Shion, Wingle, and Julius. Yeah. I do. Okay. I want to say something. I do like how even though it's an anime, their names are just simple names. Will,
Yeah.
Colette,
Julius.
It's not freaking Zion. It's not freaking Himbaku. It's simple.
Sukuna.
It's just simple average names. I really, that's one thing I appreciate.
Kenjiro Kambitito.
Literally, I appreciate the fact that it's just Will,
Yeah.
Julius.
Yeah.
It's nice, but yeah,
Straightforward.
not much to really dive into about this episode except the fact that so Julius starts to do her magic, and then Will's like,
Wait, is Julius a woman or a guy?
the blue hair dude.
He's a guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you said her.
Oh, I did. Pardon me.
Yeah,
Pardon me. Julius starts. Oh, I said her because he starts to do Elfaria's magic. Pardon me.
Okay, gotcha.
He starts to do her magic.
Yes.
And Will gets upset, but then we learn that Will's like, you're just You're a loser, dude.
You're a big loser.
You're a big loser. Like,
Big old loser.
you
with your
think
big old loser ice clone jutsu.
Number one, you can't. Yeah, exactly. You can't do this with your homies, right?
Yeah, we learned that Julius was only able to make a butt ton of clones of himself because his cronies were supporting him.
Yeah,
and that's why he was able to go on the offensive. Yeah, because at one point he even said, like, without them, I can only do this many.
4 plus himself.
Yeah, so I have to play defensively at this point.
And I love the small detail when he made the clones, and then he's like,
"Ooh, you know what? I just realized there is contradiction in the writing now because of that."
Why?
So he said that, but then later in that episode, he's like, "Oh, did you think all I could make was 4 clones?" And he made a butt ton more.
Oh, I think he made like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
because he was angry, and the power of anger helps you in anime.
Right. It's that anime trope of anger.
Literally, the
power of anger. I forgot about that.
But I love the small detail when he made the 5, and he's like, "We'll never find the real me." Finds him.
And Will broke it down to a science.
Yeah.
He literally went.
He's like
biomechanical, like biology.
He hit him with the, let me tell you, and just broke it down.
According to science,
literally,
your body temperature doesn't make.
Yeah. He's like, long story short, he's like, the caster's temperature and the clones have to be almost identical. But the more clones you make, the more the body temperature differs. And just like ice giants, the clones make icicles.
I felt like I was watching Dr. Stone.
I feel like I was watching Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bro hit him with the Bill Nye, and after that he's like, checkmate, bitch.
Actually, I feel like that. Is it Bill Nye? I guess that would be Bill Nye. I was gonna say it's more of a Neil deGrasse Tyson thing, but you know, Bill Nye's not an actual scientist.
Don't tell me that. Don't ruin my childhood.
He's an engineer.
I know. I refuse to believe it though.
Anyways, back to anime.
But yeah, it was. I love how even though Will has no power, he has studied in everything else, and he can outscience you.
Yeah,
he can outscience your magic
and physically beat you up.
Yeah, and he's fast as shit.
He's a gym nerd.
This is why you shouldn't pick on them, right?
Because if you go to the gym, you're done.
Yeah, but after that,
science and physical ability.
Yeah, but after that, he basically says like, "Look, Elfie and me, this is nothing new. I've been beaten by 10 of her. Your 8 are just puny.
Nothing.
Nothing. Zilch.
And her magic too. He was like, she made that magic when she was 2 years old.
When she was 2, and then Julius like has this mental. He's like, what?
Are you comparing me to a child?
I was a child. Yeah. And then he, power of anger, spawns 8 clones.
Yeah.
And then
did her magic thing.
Yeah.
Which was the most peak, some of the most peak animation I think I've seen.
It was crispy.
Yeah. It looked very
So then
good.
in every anime, when the main theme starts playing in the show, you know some shit's about to go down. So then Will has this montage of just kicking all the other clones.
He's like cutting through things, and he's just like, yeah, I know every weakness and every strength of Alfaria's magic. I'm like, this is going to be OP as shit. I'm not
gonna lie, I'm a sucker for when the episode's playing and the main theme starts playing, because I'm like, oh fuck, here we go.
Yeah.
Because you know, but then we have like a montage of like Will defeating.
He's just slicing through.
He's going through them.
He threw a sword at one of them. I was like, oh my god, that's crazy.
A little violent. But then he takes his little infinity gauntlet and just punches Julius in the cheek.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was like the last 2 knuckles. Sheldon made a point, and I was like, well, if he hit him, do you think he would have survived with all 4?
Died.
Yeah.
He would have died.
But
Actis is the studio that's doing the animation for this with the help of Bandai Namco. Actis is doing a wonderful job. I don't know what other work they've done, but they are a wonderful studio. Wonderful studio.
No pun intended, they are making magic.
Yes.
But yeah, aside from that, the episode was
Will won the tournament.
I mean,
after punching him out, and he went to go get the crown, but that didn't happen because, like all tournaments, again, this trope happens. Somebody else won the damn thing.
How long do you think the guy was just sitting there going, "Is no one going to grab that?"
He literally told him and was like, you know, the whole point of this was to get the crown, right?
Yeah. So another contestant, one of the 3 that we were talking about, Wingle, he's another high student, but he walks up and he's like, guys, you know the point of this was to kind of grab this and put it on your head. And he won, but it was just hilarious because he's like, I've kind of been standing here for a bit.
Straight up.
How was no one grabbed this?
None.
But anyway,
Actis has done some interesting.
What have they done?
They've done a couple Transformers. They've done Transformers Armada.
I like that.
Transformers Energon. I don't know what that one is.
That one.
They've done Classroom of Heroes, Princess Principal. I don't know any of. I don't know most of the work. This is like a lot.
Is this like a sleeper company?
Maybe. Like this is them coming up. I think. Like this work that they've done has been pretty amazing. They did Tales of Fantasia, the animation.
What?
That's pretty sick. Tales of Fantasia is a Super Nintendo video game. RPG.
It sounds very familiar.
They redid it on the PlayStation 1 and they've redone it on the Game Boy Advance, I believe, as well. Really, really good Tales game. Part of the Tales series. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, Wingull, right?
Yeah, the elf.
The elf ends up winning.
Yeah, he's like
God now.
he's like, guys, I won.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Will won. Essentially, he got his revenge on Julius.
Yes.
But yeah, that was the episode. Was just a giant fight again. Who's this studio?
Actis.
Great animation.
Yeah.
We've probably beat this horse enough. From the first episode to this one, animation doesn't drop.
It's always on key.
Always good.
Always.
Even when that scene where it was just like the camera followed Will on his little montage, still good.
Yeah.
Didn't like.
Yeah, that one, like how
like
they
the swooping,
the cinematography of him just running through. Dude, that was so cool.
It was good.
It was crispy and clean. I
like how it's not over the top, kind of like whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah.
It's a nice cadence.
Yes.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate just
this whole episode had good pacing.
It did.
For a fight.
Nothing. I like how the fight was.
But then again, anime usually has good fight pacing.
Yeah.
They usually do.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. This one just felt really clean and really good.
It was.
Yeah.
But Elusive was on par.
Yes.
On par.
Here we go again with Elusive. This one was another fight. Another big battle that happened. It continued from the last one where these bandits were invading the home. Mm-hmm. This village.
This episode was kind of like 3 mini fights.
Yeah.
In one.
Yeah.
Essentially ending with the Lord kind of defeating Homeboy.
Yes.
With the old Kia on the wrist.
Yeah.
The old Kia on the wrist.
Yeah.
And then just doing what he does best, just elusive stuff. I liked how in one point the animation of him sprinting around looked very like Looney Tunes. Kind of, but it worked.
So I was going to point that out.
It worked.
I'm glad you did. It reminded me of the One Piece 5th Gear introduction.
Yes.
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
They did a very cool cartoon.
But it did it better. What? Who said that?
But again, yeah, they did do it better.
Who said that?
But again, this anime threw in multiple animation styles.
Yes.
Like when the main bandit dude fighting
the Lord
Hojo.
Yeah.
I really got to find this dude's name, man. Like this is bad.
We don't know the names for this.
Tokioki Hojo is his name.
Tokioki?
Tokioki.
Okay.
Tokiyuki? I might be saying that wrong. Anyways, when he was like talking to him and he started getting all menacing in his face, the animation changed to like this old school gritty 90s
and even
style, which was just dope. It was
even
dope.
like the bandit guy, like he shivered and he's like, why am I shivering?
Yeah, dude, did you notice the shiver?
Yeah, it was
really cool.
It was prominent.
Yeah,
it was like, and he's like, why am I shivering?
Yeah, because when he cut him,
and
he was coming after him, and then he was like smiling at his sword from having fear on, like Hojo's face was having fear.
Yeah,
and then
so
he
like
smiled at his sword. And he was just like, something's wrong.
Yeah, because like Toki like sliced him, and then he was backing up, and then he's like, by the time I lose blood, I'll kill you.
Yes.
So screw it.
And then I'll just patch myself up after you're dead.
Yeah, but then when Toki, his like flight or fight kicked in, and he like looked at himself in the sword and smiled.
Yeah.
Homie shivered, and he's like, wait, what?
It was
what?
He changed. He changed.
Yeah.
And it terrified him. So then it cut to
the retainers.
The retainers. So there was Ayako, who is like is she the shrine maiden? Yeah. The Shrine Maiden.
You always forget this.
Yeah, I do always forget this. And then there's what was the kid's name again? Not Fubuki. Oh my God, why does this always happen? The little blue haired kid.
Yeah, the other one.
I can't remember his damn name now. I always forget that guy. They're fighting the Naginata guy.
Yep.
They're getting their asses handed to them.
Easy.
They're 10-year-old kids fighting a full grown adult.
With a fucking, yeah.
A full grown adult. I'm just like, okay, you're gonna die. This is the end of the retainership.
What the girl does is tough. How she like holds down his like blade.
Yes.
How she like yeah.
Kojiro.
That's his name?
This is Kojiro. Yeah.
Oh, Ko or To?
Kojiro.
Kojiro. Okay,
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, Kojiro.
So Kojiro and Ayoko.
Yeah. Are fighting him. They're just getting their asses handed.
2v1ing this dude, but just getting handed.
Yeah.
Rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they get tossed and they kind of stand up and
she gets thrown to the ground. He gets tossed into a goddamn shack.
Yeah. And then they do the whole anime thing where she stands up and takes off her like outer cloak and like kind of like tightens.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
the whole anime trope.
Time to get serious.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like the tactic they use, especially her, because like I think homie came down with what's the thing again? The
Naginata.
Yeah. And she grabs the blade and just like basically like holds it down. And I'm like, that's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, dude.
Grab a blade and just be like,
ha. She held it down with her legs. Like she had it in like an armbar.
Armbar. Yeah.
Almost.
She armbarred this thing.
Yeah. It was kind of dope.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And then Kojiro, it gets up out of the ruins of the shack.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, if we can't beat them now as 10-year-olds, like we're never going to beat them and we won't be able to serve our Lord. And this dude,
facts though.
And this dude comes in like, he does like a flying spin jump and like cuts into homeboy just right down.
Yeah.
And he like, dude throws up the Naginata in
It's what
pain.
Ayako does is
Oh my God. She comes in, she like jumps, grabs this thing and twirls it and like swipes his head off. I was like, that's sick.
Because homeboy's on the ground and I think Kojiro's talking and he goes to like reach for like a hidden blade thing and she just like golf swings his head off with the Naginata and I was like,
this is probably the sickest tag team throwdown since like
in a while.
Since Captain America and Bucky beat the shit out of Iron Man in Civil War.
That was unhinged, by the way. That was a bully beatdown.
These two old men beating the shit out of some young dude.
Yeah.
These 200-year-old dudes are beating
the shield throw bounce off Cats back to Cat, which was unhinged.
That's what that fight basically, that's how the anime fight ended for those two against their Naginata guy. Mm-hmm. And then it cut back to
the Lord.
Kind
of like he's like
Hojo Tokioki.
He's like, okay.
We see him just like bouncing around, jumping off walls, dodging this dude's blades.
Eventually he starts dodging blood splatter.
Yeah.
That's
like the bandit dude is just like, what is happening? Dude is lost. Okay. Like his eyes are like drooping and just like, he's tripping out because he's like, how is this dude just dodging everything?
Yeah.
In this small amount of space. He's like, I don't understand. And then we get some music playing and like Michael Jackson Thriller comes on all of a sudden. That's what it sounds like. It's
may be asking what we mean. Go watch the episode.
Yeah, just watch the goddamn episode because I don't know if they didn't realize it or if they paid for some sort of rights.
It's not the full song, but there's a riff in there
it's the beat of Thriller. Wait, is it Thriller?
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah. It is the beat of Thriller.
Yeah.
And it's just like remixed into with other Japanese like instruments, and it sounds really dope. It
sounds really cool.
It is really cool, but it was kind of, I was like, okay. And he's just like he was kind of like dancing with it.
He kind of was. Yeah. Once he got into like his whole, like, this is fun.
Yeah.
He turned it into like him dancing around him in XYZ.
Yeah.
It was good. But yeah, like I mentioned, his whole like Looney Tunes running around. At one point he jumped on his shoulders and went like, hey, and then jumped back off. And like Sheldon said, homeboy was lost.
Yeah.
He didn't know what was up or down.
None. Not at all. And then it cuts to Fubuki, the dual-sworded teenager. I don't think that kid, I think he's a teenager. I don't think he's a kid.
Is. Yeah. That fight was pretty cool.
That fight was cool. He fought Mr. Frenchman.
Who was actually hiding something.
What was he hiding?
That technique.
Oh yeah, he had a really cool, like according to Fubuki, he had really good sword technique. He just didn't hide it well.
He can like transform his sword technique.
Yeah,
He broke it down. It was quite interesting, but Fubuki kind of he was also hiding his ice in his veins because he killed him.
How did he kill him again?
He was running at him and he like turned around and put his swords like this and just went and just like slit his throat.
Sick.
And I was like, that was icy, dog.
So dope.
It was cool. But yeah,
So
that was a bit of a shorter one.
It was.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the retainer fights were definitely shorter.
They were.
Because then it cut back to Fubuki.
Yeah.
Who was just still kind of prancing around.
No, I mean
or not Fubuki,
Tokyoki.
sorry. Tokyoki.
Yeah.
And he was still kind of dancing around, and then dude just dropped dead.
because he was losing blood.
He was losing blood
from the
'cause-
Kia.
Yeah, he like just slit his wrist realistically and just like, all right, peace out, man. You're
Late-
old.
later,
I'm young.
dude.
I can dodge you all day. I can do this all day, Captain America.
Literally, yeah. Marvel all over again.
Yeah. And that's where the fight ended. The retainers came to celebrate with them. And they were like, okay, like we can go back out there, help them, and we should be able to push his back. But then homeboy with the bow and arrow with the demon eyesight comes with his army.
Sada Munde?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
He comes
This
into the
dude.
mix and is like with his army of people, and they're
Yeah.
like attacking, and there aren't Hojo's, I guess they're army people.
The Suna Shrine? The Grand, is it the Grand?
Well, they're busy fighting,
Yeah.
and then the shrine people end up coming.
Yeah.
Because they were like Fubuki was like, oh, we just have to gather our allies, exit through the south, we'll be okay.
Easy.
But then people are coming from the south.
And he's like, well, shit. How do we
More enemies,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no, it's the priest. He's come to like save the day, technically.
Yeah.
With the whole whack, and this dude's holding a crazy ass like
It's like
curved blade,
Yeah.
like a bumpy road blade of some sort.
Where the hell were you going with that, dog?
Straight up, dude. Like I don't know where he was going. That dude was just out of there, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he came with a full ass army. So like Demon Eye guy was like, nope, we're getting the hell out of here. We can't do this. There's no way we have the manpower to fight these people. So we're just gonna peace out. And then that's where it kind of ended there realistically,
yeah,
because like Suwa ended up hugging Tokyoki, saying, did
Thought
good.
you died.
Yeah, and then you
Love
did
you.
a good job, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah. Fubuki then swore his fealty to Tokyoki.
He's like, you're the prince?
Yeah,
What the hell?
didn't know that he was the Lord.
Yeah.
But now that he knows he's the Lord, he asked for some stuff and is like, yep, I'll be your Lord. And whether we lose or win or lose, I will follow you because you're an interesting dude.
I'm in.
All in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was essentially it.
Yeah. And they were just two big fights. Really well done.
How do we feel on the animation, though, for just Hojo's fight?
It was good.
Yeah.
I mean, like, again, I don't know what their budget is for them to be able to change the animation that many times in an episode, but it's crazy because it works and it's seamless. Like the way they transition the animation styles is so seamless. It feels like that's how it was meant to be.
Yeah.
There's nothing choppy about it going from one to the other.
No. And it never falters.
No. Never.
Pardon me. Yeah.
There's no dip in quality.
No.
There's no dip in the choreography.
No.
There's no choppiness, no lag, whatever you want to call it, frame rate issues. It's super clean from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the wackiness works.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
It's like they do a good job of fitting in the comedy in those serious moments.
Yeah.
It's really well directed.
Yep.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, so that's anime, unless you want to get into like anything you're looking forward to coming out this fall. Because there's a bunch of fall animes coming, man. We got Blue Lock Season 2 coming out. Dragon Ball Daima is going to be starting in October.
That one.
I
know me and him are big DBZ. Well, pardon me, him.
Dragon Ball fans?
Me, I can't recall if Cooper and Patter.
Coop's not. He hasn't watched any Dragon Ball stuff. He has,
Which is crazy to me.
He has asked me like what if he should watch Dragon Ball like in the past. If he should start with original Dragon Ball. I'm like, you don't need to necessarily.
Yeah.
Like it's still a good watch. It's because it's kind of different, but I'm like, you can just start from Dragon Ball Z realistically and watch from there. But you know what? Because watching Dragon Ball Z with the original music, the Japanese music, I don't find it that great.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's when Funimation took it over and then they did the Falconer music, that shit made that anime. I
What's
think.
that one?
That was like the crazy like rock music and stuff. That
Dragon Ball.
Oh, no, not even that. It's like the electronica music that they added into it during like the fights and stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
like the stuff we watched growing up as like when we were kids growing up.
Yeah,
watching it,
yeah.
That music is their music, is Funimation's music. It's not original Dragon Ball Z music.
Oh,
yeah, original Dragon Ball Z music is very old timey.
I'm trying to think of like
when Gohan turned Super Saiyan 2 in the
that theme.
Yeah, that's the composer. I can't remember his first name, but last name is Faulkner. That's his music.
When that comes on, don't talk to me at the gym.
And it's just edited so well that it fits. The music fits all those moments pristinely.
Oh god!
And I feel like it just elevated Dragon Ball Z to another level.
Like yeah.
Now that I think about it, like Dragon Ball Z is still a good show, but watching it like with the original music, I found it was like not as good as the American version.
No,
of it.
No, yeah. And this is a little bit of a tangent, but to also help with the Dragon Ball that you're talking about, the announcer.
Yeah, the narrator.
The narrator. Gohan's anger has finally powered him up to Super Saiyan 2.
That dude.
That guy always went so hard for no reason.
That dude hit.
I want to know who he is because I want to be like, thank you.
He hit all the right notes.
For always making every episode just be like, fuck. This is so cool.
He hit it hard with it. It was good stuff.
Gohan's anger finally leveled him up. Yeah, that dude. But yeah, I didn't know that the OG sound was like old timey ish.
Yeah. Like if
I'm curious to see to hear it.
I can show you after.
Okay, yeah, deal.
Yeah, it's.
But yeah, I know. I know we have Bleach quarter 3 or core 3.
Core 3. Yep.
Daima, of course.
Yep.
Solo.
I'm not seeing anything for Solo. Unless I'm missing it. I could be missing it realistically. Like I don't know. I don't see it on there.
Okay.
But it's a pretty big list. I mean, there's
it is a quite.
The Blue Exorcist is coming back, which is like that's a long time coming, man. Like people have been waiting for that for years.
Yep.
See, there's Dragon Ball Daima.
Right. Yeah.
There's Dragon Ball Daima. What else we got going on here? I don't know. There's a lot, and some of them look interesting. There's some. I'm more interested in the ones that are like 20 episodes than the one that are 12 episodes.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, there's got to be meat and potatoes to that.
Easy.
I feel like they'll end up being pretty damn good. Something about a Nintendo Switch. I don't know.
What?
No, like it's going to be a knockoff thing. I'm pretty sure it's like a comedy.
I was like, what? A lot of isekais.
Yeah, a lot of isekais. It's kind of crazy.
Kind of over isekais, to be honest.
But people love it.
I know.
People love it.
And that's people. You mean Pat?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
Pat's yard right there, dog.
Exactly who I meant. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of good fall animes coming out. A lot of stuff people are looking forward to. So that's gonna be the big thing. Gaming.
The other thing.
Get into gaming. Game Informer shut down. 33 years.
Little moment for Game Informer, please. It's
R.I.P. man.
I'll never. You know what? For as long as I can recall, even when GameStop was EB, just always seeing Game Informer magazine just on the counter.
Yep.
And like now that I think about it, I'm like,
it's an end of an era, dude.
Literally it. And I remember when they shut down, people were posting on like Twitter and stuff like some of their favorite covers. They have some fire covers.
Some of their most coveted covers though are the New Year covers.
The what? The New Year covers?
The New Year covers. It's January 1st issues.
Yeah.
Or it might be December issues.
Okay.
They always do like a montage of the games
from the year.
Yeah. And they always are fire. I wish I had kept all of those.
Yeah.
Now, like,
exactly.
Literally,
right?
they're going to be worth something.
I know. Some point. Yeah.
Like
one that I saw a lot on Twitter and Instagram, the Batman one with Catwoman, where he's like holding her.
Oh, that one was really cool.
The black and white one.
Yeah.
That one, I'm like, Oh, that one was so good.
That one is really cool.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. It's kind of sad. I feel like Game Informer was one of the last like unbiased. They only focused on the games.
Yeah.
And that like, and what the game was about is the mechanics, the story, all of that, the graphics too. Like, because now every review site, every I don't know, just game critic, they keep adding in other like the political stuff.
Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah.
Black,
you know, like,
lack of diversity.
I'm like, well, can we just focus on the game and nothing else?
I want to read this and know if the game is bad or good. That's all I want. That's it. That's literally it.
Legitimately, man.
I don't want to know if there's too much water or if there's not enough plants and people. I want to know, should I go get it? Should I stay away for a bit? That's it.
I really hope that the people that worked at Game Informer like come together and make a new like review site for themselves. Because like I hope I don't know. I hold them in pretty high regard.
Yeah. I didn't know what I had till it was gone.
Yeah.
Honest to God.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I say that and I'm just like the amount of times I would like how to beat this boss, how to find this thing, how to beat Game Informer. It's just tons of time. Hey, is this game good? Game Informer.
Yeah, it's a little sad. I don't know, man. It's gonna be missed, I think, honestly.
Oh yeah.
I really think it's gonna be missed. Then that there was that. That was kind of
but like
thing.
There was a lot of things that shut down.
Like what?
Studios. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, okay, I'll see if I can.
Like you talking about gaming studios?
Yeah.
I mean, I heard the one that did the Vision of Mana shut down. Like after it came, like literally 2 days after it came out, they shut that down.
No more Vision.
It's gone. It's gone, son. Which is a little sad. But what else shut down? How many studios got shut down?
I'm seeing if I can find. There was a list, and I can't remember where I found it or where I saw it. I'm so annoyed at myself now. I'm so annoyed at myself because I don't remember where I saw this list. F word.
Let me see if I can.
What the hell is your thing doing?
Oh, my mouse is bugged, bud. It's so messed up.
Scrolling. What?
It's so bad. So let's see here. Arcane, Austin, from Hi-Fi Rush. Those guys got shut down. Deviation Games, a former Call of Duty one got shut down. Galvanic Games, don't even know what they're about. Lost Boys Interactives. Those guys did Tiny Tina Wonderlands, or it's a support studio. Interesting. What are you doing?
My phone's been weird.
The games they made.
Oh, that's why.
What?
I turned on voice control, so when you were talking, it was typing, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Volition Games? Wait, Volition shut down? No way. The guys that made Saints Row? Epic Games Montreal got shut down?
Dude, like a lot of studios got shut down.
Creative Assembly Sophia, the guys that did Total War. Oh, damn. Riot Forge, Ruined King, X-Tech Mayhem, never heard of those games. Sumo Digital's India, they helped make Sackboy A Big Adventure. They did support work. Raycon Games, Ruiner. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. A lot of studios got shut down today. Or sorry, not today, but like
this year?
Lately, yeah.
Jesus. Okay. New games came out this week. Gunbreaker 4. Literally just dropped.
Yeah.
Visions of Mana, the studio that got shut down.
No more Visions.
Their game also dropped. Like, no more Visions is it definitely. They have no vision anymore. They're gone, dude.
Damn.
I mean, I shouldn't joke about that because people's jobs got lost. So that's all bad.
So did the Vision.
Yeah. And then Star Wars Outlaws came out. Yeah. The great big Star Wars game that people probably love, maybe.
Question mark?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's been getting mixed reviews, bad reviews.
I've heard bad.
It's been It's been a hot mess. I heard you were telling me that early access people got.
So I actually learned this a couple days ago. These guys were coming in to buy it, and I overheard them. I remember I was on one side of the counter, and they were behind me. And when he was done telling his friend, I turned around and I was like, "Beg your pardon, what?" And then he explained to me. So there was multiple editions of Star Wars Outlaws. There was base, limited, gold, whatever, XYZ. The one that gave you 3 days access, you could have 3 days access to play the game. Now, I went on Reddit and I looked at some things to just see Reddit to see what some people were saying. Some people got like 5 hours in, 10 hours, XYZ. Regardless, they got time to play. Day one game comes out.
Guaranteed there were probably some people that were like right near the end.
Oh, 100%.
Right near the end.
And I don't, little side tangent. This whole thing about games coming out with a day one patch needs to end. Like, what the?
It's never going to end, dude.
Pardon me, but what the fuck do you need to patch when you've had years to make a game? That's what I want to know.
It's been since the PS3 days. I would say halfway through its life cycle.
Like, here's a game.
Halfway through its life cycle. Yeah. That's when day one patches, I think, started.
Here's a game. You have to patch it. After that, update it, download background stuff, then you can play it. Fuck you, let me just play the game. Anyway, I digress. Day one patch comes out. And in order for you to play the new version, the patched version of the game.
I think they said the best experience for the game. Wait a second. So when you dropped it, it wasn't the best experience? I thought you were hyping this up.
My point.
I thought Ubisoft. I thought you were hyping this game up. I thought this was the best experience already.
3 days that you got to play, you had to scrap and restart in order to play the patched version. So you lost, like, it wasn't a transfer over. I'm talking F your save file, new game, go. And as a countermeasure, Ubisoft is like, look, hold my hand, here's some credits. And I'm like, so you made people pay extra money for a glorified demo just in order, and then
just so they can get that info to patch it.
And then as a sorry, you give them Ubisoft credits. Now, I'm sorry, but that sounds like thievery and theft, which is the two.
Allegedly.
Which is the same thing, but that just sounds wrong in so many ways. And I'm sorry, but I would be furious if I paid $1.50, however the hell it much cost to play it, in order to just be like kicked in the nuts. Now, I may be a little...
Ubisoft has been on a downward decline for a while now.
If Assassin's Creed Shadows doesn't do good...
It won't.
I don't know what's going to happen to Ubisoft. I'm serious. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I have a sleeve. He knows how much I love Star Wars. I cannot remember the last time, other than The Force Unleashed, a Star Wars game has been like hyped to shit.
Jedi Survivor.
Since Jedi Survivor, pardon me. Ever since then, I feel like... Do you have it? I did. Or do you have Fallen Order?
Fallen Order, that's the first one. I don't have Survivor yet.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
But since actually Fallen Order was hype.
It was.
It was hype as shit. People loved it.
Pardon me. Yeah. Fallen Order was good. I played it. Great game. The Force. Cal. My point being is that...
EA should never have given up the licensing.
There's that too. I don't know who the hell is going and okaying and green lighting shit at Ubisoft, but I'm dead serious. If Shadows doesn't do good, I fear for this company.
You know what? This is exactly why I said from the get-go, it's not going to do well. The studio that's done it, this is the Division studio. The studio that did the Division.
I liked the Division.
When did you play it? Did you play it day one? Did you play it a year after it came out? Did you play it 3 years after it came out? When did you play it?
Can you let me at least say what I'm going to say? A couple times.
So
no, I think I played it. I think I did. Oh, did I buy it day one? I think I did. Okay,
because day one was ass.
It wasn't fun.
It took them like 3 years. It took them 3 years to get that game fixed and done right. And it was in a good, healthy spot. People were actually enjoying it. They were playing it.
Yeah.
It was good.
The Division.
And then they announced the Division 2. And I was like, Why? It's only been like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Why are you making a second one? It doesn't make sense. But what they showed was better graphics, but they were using the same game engine. So I was like, okay, we're going to get better graphics, better gameplay, and they're using the same game engine. It's just going to be kind of a copy and paste with some upgrades.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. And then it came out.
Now, hang on, wait. The idea, though, was cool.
Sure. I agree.
I will say that.
I agree. Yes. Yeah. But again, let's go back to this.
You're being too harsh.
No.
I'm kidding.
No, I'm not.
No, don't.
Because the second one came out and I was going to expect solid gameplay right out the gates. Because, you know, they've had the time to get this down. Broken on day one. It was also hard garbage.
I'm looking at you, Cyberpunk.
It was absolutely atrocious. It took them another 3 years to get Division 2 right and fixed up just so it can be like in a good spot.
But when it was good, it was good.
I never went back to play it. I was like, rough. After the first week, I was like, this is shit.
No, and that's fair.
This is like complete garbage. I don't know why I wasted my money on this.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be different. I'm like, I never went back.
Fair.
Never went back because I was so disappointed. And so when they announced that they were doing Star Wars and I was like, oh, okay, who's the studio that's doing it? It was the Division crew. I was like, it's going to be bad. I said that from the get-go.
You did.
I said that from the damn get-go. And what happened? It was garbage from the damn get-go.
The amount of TikToks that I got sent or Instagram posts or just tagged in gameplay, and I was like, well, first of all, thank you for thinking about me. Secondly, just how progressively I'm just like, oh, this game just doesn't fucking look good.
No.
And I had...
They did everything to promote this game.
They flew people out who still were like, it was not that good.
Like, I don't
personally know them. I just
like, I have no faith in any of their work, realistically. Like,
the last thing Ubisoft peaked at was Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Black Flag.
Yeah. Well, yes. Black Flag, I think, was...
I'm just biased. I just really...
You know what? No. You know why I think people... I only think people think it's
point,
good.
Please.
I'm pointing all the time. I'm speaking with my hands. Is because they got off 3, and 3 wasn't that great.
Oh, hey.
It was okay. It wasn't good. Because you compare it to Black Flag, which one's better? Black Flag.
You didn't let me even say anything.
Yeah, because I didn't have to.
Black Flag.
Yeah. And then, because you went from 2, Ezio,
okay, which
was the GOAT.
Yeah.
Then you go to 3. And then from 3, you go to 4.
I feel like we're way. Yeah. 3 was cool. I like 3.
The idea of 3 was really cool.
Yeah.
The stuff that they had in there, which tied to like the indigenous origins of like the native tribes out there, was really cool.
It was cool. It was cool.
It's just not done right. Gameplay also was a little lacking.
Yeah.
The boat mechanics weren't as good.
Yeah.
Because 4 perfected that a little bit.
4 took it and ran.
Yeah.
No, 4 took it and sailed with it.
Yes. It was really well done.
Yeah.
Like, I think after this, I don't know if Ubisoft... Well, I mean, they got Assassin's Creed Shadows, but even then,
there was hella controversy.
There's so much controversy around that game. I don't know if it's going to do well, realistically.
Yeah. And they're kind of late to the party with the whole like ninja assassin thing because Ghost kind of took
Ghost of Tsushima did it.
Rise of Ronin. Like a Dragon Ishin.
Yep.
Right. But like Ghost took it and fucking ran to the hilt with it though.
Honestly, I feel like they need to bring like the whoever what studio did it? Was it Koei Tecmo maybe?
I mean,
might have been Ninja Gaiden or like old school. Let's go back old school. Shinobi.
No, I'll double down. Tenshu.
Ooh,
there you go.
Ooh.
Hit you with that.
See, I didn't grow up on Tenshu. I grew up on
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I didn't.
Have you played it though?
No. God.
Tenshu was.
I grew up on Shinobi. Back on the Sega Genesis. That's what, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then they did it on the PS2, and that game was really cool.
Neo? You ever play that?
Yes.
That was fun too. Yeah.
I was like, Neo.
N-I-O-H.
Yeah. Yeah, that game is really good.
Yeah. Neo. Yeah, but yeah.
And then Ninja Gaiden.
I mean, Sekiro. You want to throw that in there too?
Oh, yeah, Sekiro. Yeah. I didn't play Sekiro. I was like, I ain't touching that with the 10-foot pole because that game looks hard as hell.
It's very, very hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like the whole Ninja Samurai, and like, okay, here, the whole Ninja Samurai thing has been done, but you throw in Assassin's Creed, and ever since like, I don't fucking know, Origins, people have been like, listen, you have this. We like ninjas. Literally do one game about ninjas. And we've been asking that for years. And I'm talking years.
Yeah, them bringing Yasuke into it was one thing. Just the fact that they brought in a samurai to it was unnecessary.
No. If you had just given me the girl,
just a ninja,
I would have been like, I'm in.
Yeah. Would have been fine.
I'm in.
I don't want to play another samurai thing.
I don't. Because it's been done.
Yes.
It's been done.
I don't want it.
I don't want a fucking...
And on top of that, I don't think it's going to be as good as what Ghost of Tsushima put out, or like Rise of Ronin, or Neo. Like the combat mechanics on those games were freaking tight as hell.
If you gave me Assassin's Creed 2 gameplay, combat, but you paste a ninja over that in feudal Japan, you win.
Yes.
That's all you guys had to do.
Yes.
And it took you till now to do it.
Yep.
But the thing is that you threw in a samurai who we've had tons of games we just talked about in the game. And I don't want that. I just want a cool Assassin's Creed ninja game. That's all you guys could have done.
Like, it still might be cool.
It
Might.
It's
just the fact that there's another character that they confirmed that you do play as him, right?
You play as both, yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's just the fact that you gotta, like, if he was just a character that you'd have interactions with throughout the game,
yeah,
I think that would have been
like
fine.
how Ezio all had his homies. If Yasuke was just like a samurai homie,
yeah,
who just fed you intel about
and came and backed you up in like a cut.
I was like an NPC, cool.
Yeah. It's, I don't know, man. I think Shadow's going to make or break Ubisoft. I don't think they're going to do another Star Wars game after this.
I don't think they should.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Because the whole 3-day thing is probably like, everyone's like, I'm good.
I don't think they were going to do that anymore. That whole early access, like after that fiasco, I don't think
the only time like early access is like
Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly. The only time that I'd be like, sure, I'll do it is COD.
A shooter.
Literally.
Of some sort.
Because then.
Or an MMO of some sort.
Yeah, because then you get like.
What's the point of doing early access for a single player game? Just so you can play it early? Big what?
What the fuck does that do?
What does nothing?
I'm farther than you. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Cool, dude.
You know, actually, when I think about it, when I was younger, when I picked up a brand new game, my thing used to be, how fast can I get through this? And now I'm just like, no, I'm good. I'd rather just enjoy myself.
How slow can I get through this?
Yeah.
That's my thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, yeah, that's a great point, especially at Star Wars. What? You're like, oh, I'm farther than you. It's a fucking story game, dude. Like, cool, dog.
Yeah.
It's not like you have a better build than me.
Yeah.
It's not like,
yeah.
It's literally.
Straight up. They say Monster Hunter. Can you imagine if Elden Ring did this? They gave people early access and then, hey, we're patching it. And you got to restart your character, dogs.
That would piss everyone off.
I'd be choked.
Yeah.
I'd be hella choked. I don't know. I'd probably break the game and just like never play it again.
But yeah, again, when I heard him talking about that, I 180'd and I was like, I'm sorry, sir. Can you just repeat what you just said to me? Because I was baffled and he explained it again and I'm like, that just doesn't seem right. Like as a company, you just can't go to bed and be like, yeah, oh well, it is what it is, boys. Like it's just,
and they credited people,
which is worse.
Like, I don't know, man. Ubisoft is, I don't know where they're going. I don't know what their trajectory is.
I don't want to follow.
I know they've been, I'm pretty sure like they're still trying to get bought by some other company.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man.
That was weird.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know. You playing anything new?
I am. I started Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
So
the real Monster Hunter, not Monster Hunter Stories
or Rise.
Right. Well,
do people hate that? I don't know.
No, people love Rise. Rise, I will say is I like the concept of Rise. Rise is cool.
Yeah.
It just feels a little arcadey to me.
Yeah.
And also I going from world to that, I'm just like I like the more realistic depiction of the monsters.
Yeah. So I played World a long time ago, but I got stuck on a certain monster, and I was like, this game.
It was a monster. Tell them. Tell them.
It was the
monster.
It was the real test of the quote tutorial. It was the Anjanath, and I couldn't beat it. And I was like, this game sucks.
Hey,
and
that's an entry level monster,
and
you
it's,
guys.
and it's horrible.
Now, to be fair, like if you're like you told me that you played with a lot of
I was like, I'll try the bow, I'll try the axe, I'll try the
Yeah.
sword. Yeah.
you mix around your weapons too much, and
Yeah.
a lot of people that buy Monster Hunter end up doing that,
Yeah.
and that's not the right approach to Monster Hunter, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, which is I know people are like, what do you mean that's not the right approach? Like, that's a game, I can play it however I want. Like, I get it.
You suck.
But yeah, straight up. No, I'm just with Monster Hunter. Like I've said this before on the pod at some point. I know I have. You literally have to just find a weapon you think is cool and practice it. Go from there. Where are we at?
Buck 16.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
go from there. And that's what you ended up doing the second time around.
Yeah. So then I dove into Monster Hunter Stories because I asked him, is it good? He's like, yeah. And then just playing that.
I mean, I did tell you it's different from Monster Hunter.
yes. Yeah.
Like OG Monster
But
Hunter.
I just think that like from playing Worlds for so long, there was this innate thing in me that was just very curious. Like if I progress further, what would be the game? So I got into Stories and I really started to just admire the world, kind of like Monster Hunter. And then I played Rise for like a brief stint, but I got a Steam Deck recently and I found a great deal for Monster Hunter World and Iceborne. And I was like, you know what? I'm here. It's here. Let's go. So I restarted, and this time I went full tilt on the Charge Blade.
If there was crossplay, I would play with you.
I thought there was, and I was so upset when I learned there wasn't. But like, it's so fun, but it's super upsetting. But yeah, he told me I was talking to him and a fellow coworker because they both play Monster Hunter. What do you guys play?
Who?
Huh?
Coworker?
I don't know if I can say it on. Hang on. You know it. Her.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I was talking to like her and just kind of saying, what do you guys use? XYZ. She told me she is more of a hammer main. I was like, cool, and then you told me about the Charge Blade. And I was like, okay, Charge Blade sounds cool because it's like the ultimate defense, the ultimate offense.
Well, technically the ultimate defense is the lance.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like if you want to tank, technically, like there's no like roles in Monster Hunter.
No,
right?
no.
There's no roles.
Yeah.
But technically, if you want to tank, like in an MMO, the lance is the way to go.
Why is it the lance?
It's always been the lance.
What the fuck?
They have been the ultimate defense for the longest time.
Oh,
The longest time.
Yeah.
Chris, main's lance.
Oh,
That's his thing.
really?
100%. If you message him right now and be like, hey, I'm playing Monster Hunter Worlds, what do you play as? He'll tell you Lance.
Lance Armstrong?
Lance.
All right, then.
Because their attack is just poke, 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 poke,
Little
poke.
Pokey boy.
That's it.
But yeah, so I hit the ground running with the Charge Blade. And now
You love it.
yeah, I do.
Have you tried the Insect Glaive yet?
I haven't tried anything.
You should try the Insect Glaive.
I don't want
If
to.
you want to do flips and shit, it's going to be like super acrobatic.
Yeah.
That's the weapon.
I don't know if I want. I might just and do like a low level hunt, just kind of like muck around.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You should try like dual blades and longsword too. You might end up liking those.
dual blades I've been very
They're
curious about.
so fast. They are.
Isn't the long blade the giant katana?
Yes.
I've been so curious about
Yeah.
it.
The fastest weapons in the game is dual blades.
You've told me this.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if
And
I
in
just,
Wilds, you do like Levi shit.
I'm so excited.
You're
We
like,
actually watched this
literally, you can hook him and then do his spinning attack.
rumbling.
Yeah.
We watched the trailer prior to this. Wilds looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a day one buy. I'm going to take time
easy.
off work to play that game.
That's crazy.
Take vacation.
That's nuts.
going on vacation,
I'll be there. But yeah, so I've been getting back into that, and the Charge Blade, I've gotten to the point where like now I kind of understand it a bit more. I'm not really thinking like hit this button X Y blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm just like blah 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 blah. So it was the day. Today is what day? I think it was the Thursday before work. I'm sitting there. I get a mission. Defeat the Anjanath, and I'm like, fuck, time traveled. Here we go again, baby.
Yeah.
So I start the mission. I see him. I'm just like, oh, here we fucking go, boys. So he was spongy.
Yes.
He was quite spongy.
Yes.
But I'm going.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Just so you know, when you start really collecting the parts.
Yeah.
So you can build like weapons and armor and shit.
Yeah.
When his little thing comes up.
Yeah.
And if you can break that, you get like, there's a chance one of the rarer pieces, like the mantles and stuff, will drop when that's up.
I'll keep that in mind.
But the drop rates for those more
Very
rare
low.
pieces are really low.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm fighting, taking some licks, fighting. I'm just like, man, I gotta leave soon. I don't know if I'm gonna do this. And then when like the monsters will like just kind of like charge away.
Yeah.
So he starts to run and he's limping, and I'm like, I fucking got you.
Yeah.
I was like, your ass is mine.
Yeah.
So I hook on him. I'm just like beating him, do my thing. He falls. I charge up the shield, charge up the files, fucking hit the combo, the one where you just swing the axe back.
Yes.
Fucking doom. And all of a sudden
The big bang attack.
Oh, I hit him with the big bang, and it does the animation where he dies, and I put down the Steam Deck. I'm just like,
Let's go.
I took 3 screenshots. I'm like, fucking him.
I'm in.
So now I've progressed past. I'm in the coral area. If you can,
It's a very pretty area.
very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've fought in like the
Can you get mods on the Steam Deck?
I don't know. I haven't tried, but I will let you know because I've been very curious about that.
Because when they dropped it on PC, people started modding it right away. And when they got to the Elder Dragons, so fun fact, you cannot. So there's traps in the game that you can use to catch monsters with.
Yeah,
you cannot trap an Elder Dragon. It's not possible.
But
with mods, they were able to.
That
I hated that.
That's game breaking.
I hated that.
That's stupid.
That shit pissed off the community a lot.
Mods, I think, are like meh. Like they're cool
For a game like that, I'm like, why?
Yeah, no.
Like, and people were just like one-shotting thing. I'm like, this is dumb.
That defeats the purpose
It
of it.
really does.
Yeah.
I'm like, sure, if you enjoy it that way, then you're kind of, I'm going to say you're a loser. Like, sorry.
No. Yeah, no.
Like, but like trapping Elder Dragons, I was like, that's not even feasible. Like, I hate you guys.
Yeah.
Like, so much.
But yeah, so the raptor that will like blind you?
Yes.
I fought that thing. I fought a Palamulu, which is super annoying.
Yeah.
The whole furry little bat thing.
Yep.
And then I've encountered the Gaia.
You're pretty close to encountering Clifford, the big red inside out dog.
Oh, I didn't know I was that close.
You're pretty close to that. His armor set is so badass.
Odo?
Yeah. It's so
Can I Google him?
I'll show it to you.
Oh god.
And I'll show you his variant too.
He's a variant?
There's a variant. It's fucking
Okay,
cool.
wait. So when you use like, is it just him but just like a different color?
Yes.
Or is it tougher?
That too.
Okay.
Variants are always tougher.
Oh, are they like the alphas?
They're variants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah,
when Monster Hunter Wilds comes out, I feel like we're gonna have like just a Monster Hunter pod.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's gonna happen.
Literally,
It's just gonna be Monster Hunter.
might just be you, me, and freaking
Pat.
Horn dude over here.
Yeah, straight
Horn
up.
boy.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
But yeah, like I kind of understand now when you get into when you understand the combos of a weapon and you get into the flow state where you're like cha cha cha.
So that's what low rank is about.
Don't just let me have this.
I'm just getting you ready.
Yeah.
But that's what low rank is about, is understanding your weapon.
Okay.
Because the monsters, their tells are pretty easy.
Yeah.
At that point. Once you get to high rank.
You have stressed this so much.
Once you get to high rank.
Yeah.
That's when it's about understanding the monsters.
Like learning he's about to attack 3, 2, 1 now.
Yeah.
Have you gotten
and
there?
their behaviors and yeah. I had almost all of them down pat.
That's crazy.
Almost all of them down pat before Iceborne came out.
Did you have a favorite monster to hunt?
Yeah, it was Odo and Nergigante.
Wait, you had fun hunting Odo.
I hunted Odo like 200 some odd times because I was playing with a friend during that time.
Yeah.
And she was trying to get Odo's mantle.
Okay.
Never so we did this. We maybe did it like 80 times until she got like 2.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It wasn't dropping for her, but for me, like every third fight, it was dropping.
And you didn't tell her?
I did eventually. And she's like, I fucking hate you. She's like, don't fucking. I was like, hey. She's like, don't fucking say it. Don't fucking say it. Got it.
I got it.
Yeah. It was the gem. That's what it was. It was the gem. Yeah. Anyways.
But yeah, it's like it's the flow state where it's like combo, dodge, combo. It's like I'm enjoying that a lot now.
That's good. I'm glad, man.
Yeah.
Like it's a great game. I think a lot of people like World mainstreamed Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah.
No, it did.
Oh, okay.
World mainstream Monster Hunter because they did a lot of quality of life like builds into that.
Yeah.
Because back in old Monster Hunters, like whenever you use a pickaxe or like a net or something, you'd have to go back and either buy more or craft more. In this one, you didn't have to. Like your pickaxe was your pickaxe. It wouldn't break on you.
I remember little side tangent when I was on doing the mission where I was on Zora Meg.
Yeah.
You were supposed to like destroy his cores to weaken him. There was one point where I ran past this like ore thing that I could mine, and I was like, "Oh wait,
yeah." Well, you're supposed to be taking this fucking thing.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
But yeah. And then I
Get
fought.
too excited for Wilds, eh?
It honestly does. Like, I think that's what kick-started this whole thing. Is when I watched that, I was like, "That looks really fun."
I just feel like a badass, dude.
Yeah.
I just feel like a badass.
And then the cutscene with Nergigante where he showed up, and I was like, this guy looks like a dink. And then he's like, yeah, that's like an Elder Dragon. And I was like, pardon me. I was like, that's crazy. So there's so much I'm looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to getting my ass whooped. So then I can be like, oh, okay, I'm not him. But then like, because from there, it's just up and learning.
Yes. Yep.
So I'm excited to kind of get there, but I am excited for Wild because prior, like I said, we watched the trailer and it looks very good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to kind of, especially play with like you and Pat and whoever else. Just like experiencing like a hunt with friends is probably way better.
And it gets harder.
I heard, yeah.
It gets
again
harder.
from you.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I'm playing Sea of Stars. Are you playing? I mean, you haven't started this, but
Yeah, I mean, I was just about to start Gundam Breaker 4 tonight, so there's that. I'm still getting through Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
Damn.
That's really about it. I'm really taking my time with Rebirth because
have you gotten to the famous death scene?
No.
Damn.
No. I'm in Gongaga Village, which is
You haven't gone there?
which is Zach's village.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
The game fun though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm just taking my time because it's going to be a couple years before, at least another year or two before the final part comes out.
Yeah.
So like I'm in no rush.
No point hammering it out and then
No, there isn't. There really isn't. There really isn't. So it's just take your time.
Have you been
Enjoy it.
spoiled by anything?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, no.
Sick. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I avoided all that when it first dropped, and then like the few months after it. So like,
No, so now it's like you have to go look for it if you want to see
Yeah.
it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Cool.
yeah, but I think that's it.
That's it. That's all she wrote.
That's our pod, guys.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
for watching again.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Please comment. Hit that notification bell.
All the bells and the whistles.
Next pod, Cooper should be here.
I won't be.
You won't be because you're closing.
No, I have
Oh, you got a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, right.
Leaving the
Congrats on that.
country.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But Coop will be here. I think Pat is going to be here. So
Old Patty.
yeah. So it should be good. Should be fine.
Boys.
Yeah.
That's all she wrote.
That's all sure. Peace out, guys.
Later, guys.